What's up, guys? Barry Gaming here, back with some more Idle Heroes, and today we're going to be talking about an issue that just keeps creeping up on us in the game, and it's happened once again because there's some big issues with the power scaling. As you guys know, with these life stars, oh my goodness, or whatever you want to call them, the amount of raw attack power we have gained on our heroes is absolutely insane. Probably one of the biggest since the introduction. Literally since the introduction, I think, of Awakened Heroes. And it's making certain game modes either unfun or it's kind of just breaking them. So that's what we're going to talk about here today. I'm going to show you guys a couple issues that have arisen recently. Hopefully you guys enjoy this one. Let's jump right into it. So let's start off with the first thing. If you guys didn't know, Rek's main channel basically turned into an AFK Journey channel. He does have Rek-Gacha, and that is where he's putting a lot, and I think almost all his Idle Heroes content now. So if you guys feel like you've been missing his Idle Heroes content, he still posts once in a while, so it's there. But I did notice he had a video that says DH has to act now. Star Expedition is now boring. No interesting endgame competition anymore. That's something that we pretty much talked about months ago, because if we really want to jump in game and talk about it, this game mode was pretty much what most active, Discord, Reddit type users love to go up against, because it was like the ultimate boss in the game to do damage against, and it was really fun. And then it got to the point where you could easily get through all 100. It's actually cool to see Revenant is actually number one. Good job, guys. I'm glad I left because I wasn't helping to participate. But yeah, so it's interesting because now you're literally getting to the point where you can kill the bosses, it seems like, again, with the extra 100 levels. So it's not like they haven't tried to expand how far you can go in these game modes. The other one I want to talk about here is this game mode in Flame Shrine. So I actually have another screenshot I want to show you guys real quick. So this right here is JC. This is literally from a single attack on JC's account. Now remember, we're still talking about the craziest accounts in the game, so it's not like everybody is having this affect them. But JC says, do you think they're going to add another update on this at all? I'm breaking the scoreboard with my first hit. They should also revamp the reward system structures and other things as well. And that, again, yeah, very much the case that the top players that are going for the boss damage dealing type teams are having this issue pop up. But it's like, what are you gonna do at this point? If you literally just keep expanding it, that's cool and all, but then we come to the situation where it's like, well, yeah, okay, we got the guild stuff, that's fine, that's cool and all, but like, when we have so much power, like if you guys remember, I think I've doubled the attack of my Doomturmer Vulcan since this mode came out. It's just insane how much power we've gained here. It's just like, just absolutely crazy. Just crazy the amount of power, let alone the actual abilities that these life stars are giving, star souls, whatever. There's so many different translations with this. I don't even know what to call them. But the amount of power we've gained is gone up more than I think we even did when we first got Awakened Heroes. If you guys remember way back in the day, when Awakened Heroes come out, there was no such thing as the black market just yet. Like at the very beginning, people were buying packs in game, and that's when people were legitimately spending like $10,000 on an S tier or higher hero copy, which is just nuts, insane. I think I went a full year without even having an A- hero, because I think A- heroes were still like 50,000 starry gems. It's kind of crazy when you look at how cheap they are now. Sadly, I did lose on my my Asmodel copy I was hunting for. But like, if you take a look at Aspens now, you can get them for under 20k. Back in the day, it was like 50k. Although it's kind of weird because in the early days, people didn't even go for Aspen just yet, which is the insane part. But yeah, the amount of power gains we're getting from these systems is getting to the point where we're quickly outscaling content when it comes to boss content, mainly older versions. Because let's be honest, these bosses are still no cakewalk. Even for like my account, it took a little bit of extra power for me to get through the new bosses, and if they keep introducing them, I think these are designed very well because like lower power accounts can get through some of the bosses. They're definitely not getting through 10 of 10 anywhere time soon, but that's the same thing with Star Expedition, things like that. We're continuing to get scaling content, which seems to be scaling at a decent rate. Granted, you know, the top players are still going ahead and beating it like crazy fast still. Like it goes to show I'm ranked 131 and I haven't really pushed anything, and I'm sure I could get through a lot of this content if I just tried to. I just have had a lack of motivation to push. And then of course we have things like Void Hollow that we're getting scaled up. Even game modes that I haven't touched in forever. I never did my Prancer Arena push. I never did it. There's still a lot of stuff that you can accomplish, get done, and luckily the reward system isn't like crazy. Like, so if you go from like here to here, it's really not a huge difference. It's not enough that's gonna break your account if you don't feel like pushing in a specific game mode. The only one that I'm not a fan of is the Ethereal Realm. I think the Ethereal Realm is probably one of the worst additions to the game yet. And it does have some very difficult content, but I think the biggest issue is players want bosses, and I kind of agree. Like these, every time one of these bosses come out, it's the most fun I have in the game in months because I love bossing. And if the top tier players that also love doing that are getting to the point where Star Expedition is becoming a joke, heck, even Flame Shrine, which is such an old game mode anyway, I feel like they need to revamp Flame Shrine again. I know they added like all those puppets and they did some changes and adding some HP and let them heal. It's not working. It's just simply not working for the late game. So I'd love to hear your guys' feedback on this too, because again, let's be honest, there is such a small percentage of players that even have Lifestar, because unless you're a big spender, which again, there's just a small population of people that do this, you need to have Nirvana 100 like alone just to unlock the Lifestar. And then once you get the Lifestar, it's like you literally got to go like 500 to 1,000 bucks in every event just to get to like the next tier level up, and we're still only at level 18. These go all the way up to level 24, and of course these here we still got a whole nother tree, so you can see like all the additional stats we're gonna gain. Pretty insane. I imagine by the end of this tree we're gonna be at a bonus 30 million fixed attack, which, I mean, let's be honest, if I'm hit 136 on my account, people must be hitting well over 200. No, like Immortal Toad and all those people, they must be getting some crazy numbers. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know what your favorite game modes are. Does this actually, is it relevant to you? I feel like a lot of people do like bossing, because that's one thing I've been really enjoying in the other gacha games I'm playing, is specifically like a very rewarding boss mode. And they have an endless mode in a lot of these games too, where it's like the HP bar, I mean, you can just keep doing more and more damage. There is no actual HP bar, it just counts how much damage you're doing, and when you get to your highest damage potential, that's how you get ranked. And I think that would be something cool to have here as well. Hopefully you guys enjoy this one. I'll see you guys next time.